唔可以快嘅里程，啱嘛？衝入嚟，係啱。Now, all right, for students, we come to the revision on acids and alkalis today. Now, I would like to list with you some of the possible, what I mean is the frequently asked questions. And what you need to do is to have a taste of it. So this is our approach for today. Okay, so last time I just saw that many of you may have difficulty in doing the MCs. So indeed, I must say that starting from acids and alkalis, because the more knowledge that you may have, suppose, right? Suppose you should have that knowledge and skills, including the laboratory techniques, etc. And it will increase the complexity, right, of those MC questions. So somebody may think that now it is quite difficult, right? Because you need to integrate the knowledge across all those what you have learned in several years. So this is what you find it very, very difficult. Well, today, what you're going to do is I would like to tell you some of the frequently asked questions, FAQ, in acids and alkalis. So to start with, you may get to know something about the reactions of acids and alkalis, okay, including the following, right? That you give me some example, right? I'll try to split that into two reactions of alkalis. Now, of course, the first one should be neutralization. Now, for example, metal plus dilute acid. So remember, it only talk about hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Not for nitric acid, because nitric acid is a weak oxidizing agent. While for metal, it only applies to the metal with reactivity higher than copper. So this is what I would like to talk to you. And what's next? It is the metal oxide plus or hydroxide react with acid, the reaction. And what else? So it is a metal carbonate or hydrogen carbonate Now plus exit. So this is what you may know about a reaction of alkalis. What are the two reactions, right? The metal salt solution. Mainly it is non-group 1, right? Plus alkali. So we have got two examples, NaOH, sodium hydroxide solution, or you use ammonia. What you're looking for? PPT, right? It is something like PPT. So you are going to separate to two cases, dropwise, added dropwise, or the PPT remains, or the PPT redissolved. Okay? Wait. What happened? What happened? Something strange happened, huh? The reactivity higher than copper plus dilute. I don't know why I cannot turn it back. The type reverse, and we come to the same thing. Yeah, okay. So, or PPT start to redissolve. So remember, it is in when alkaline is added in excess. Okay, got it. So the other one I would like to get some address to you is an ammonium compound. A metal hydroxide. So the reform, it is the salt, water, and ammonia. So this is the basics of those equations, the general equations that you need to know. Okay, is that clear? So this is the first part. How about the second part? You may think of something about the calculations, pH, molarity of solution. So you get to know some of the equations, and you use this to relate to the strength of acids or alkalines. So you try to make a difference between concentration and compare with, okay? Compare with the concentration. So you know that that two items, they are two about different things. Last but not least, you talk about what is meant by neutralization. It uses, okay? So the definition should be get noted. And last but not least is about the preparation of salts. So we have got that three methods. So now this is what you have to know. It comprises the whole part of the FAQ in acid and alkaline. Any questions? Now you may now capture the screen and try to keep this for reference while you start to have a revision on this topic. Now, of course, for titration, I skip it. Okay, for titration. Now, indeed, we have got titration, but preparation of standard solutions and the titration. Now, back titration. So this one, you will be assessed later. Okay, so this will be tested in final exam instead. Can you get the whole picture? Okay, so this is what you may know about the FAQ of acid and alkalis. Now today we would have you all captured the screen? All right, so we come to the we come to this, okay? The structure type questions. Now we come up to those items one by one, and you would get to know more about what is that. Okay? So you may see, right? Those questions, it is something related to, mainly calculations. Do you realize? Mainly on calculations. Mainly on salt preparation, titration. Now you may find this one, right? So we are going to have a distinguish, right? The experiment to distinguish. Now, can you get the whole concept in mind of what is it about, okay? All right. So to start with, could you please do question 16, 17, I think you know it, right? 16, do 16 first. 16. 16 先 16 á, do 16. Now do it now. I give you about 6 minutes to do your work. 6 minutes. Now do it now. All right. So we come to this. Now I would like to invite somebody to tell for each task why, suggest one reason why this method is appropriate and suggest suitable method. Now, question 1A 第一個 task 有咩問題？談軍人，談軍人。談軍人 ，Are you here？ 喂，答我啦呢度。So for each task, what happened to this? So neutralize acidic soil in the bar black and to add sodium hydroxide to the soil. What's wrong with it? So indeed, what is the purpose of adding sodium hydroxide? Originally is to reduce the soil acidity. 理論上係咪得？ However, this is not so possible. Why? Why? This one, okay. So the it's too strong. 有人話佢 too strong. 咩叫 too strong? Now what happened to the plant? It is alkali. So you may find that sodium hydroxide is corrosive to plants. Now, for example, 2 alkaline 亦都係冇分嘅。咁太簡咁咪點咧 ？So you are going to direct to the effect of the soil, right? To tell. So this is what you need to know, and what the appropriate method to accomplish the task is to replace
calcium hydroxide.
Yeah, they say please replace it with calcium hydroxide. Now, so this is the way to answer. 明唔明呢個發生咩事？ Now, so similarly for question 2, and you may find that this one is not possible, right? Exit potassium here with exit, what will happen? It will yes,
boom,
cause explosion. It will cause explosion. So, what should we do? What should we do? You're going to how will you prepare sodium potassium hydroxide?
用 potassium hydroxide 再加 hydrochloric acid.
What is the method?
Titration 係咪叫？
Yeah. Use the KOH solution and dilute hydrochloric acid. You use the titration method. Okay, so this is what you will know about this part, number 2. How about number 3? To dry a sample of ammonia gas. So you know that corn salt is a drying agent, right? But why not? This is not possible.
一個酸一個鹼咯，即係佢就會 neutralization 咯有。
Yeah, so instead of drying, there is a neutralization occurs instead of drying. Okay, drying the gas. So what is the chemical reactions? Ammonia react with sulfuric acid. What will they form? Ammonium what sulfate. So this is what at least you know. You should know the way to draw the equations. While what should be done next is
用
to
calcium oxide 應該
yeah. So you are going to use the calcium oxide instead. Use calcium oxide instead. Can you get the whole flow, right? So this is what I would like to talk to you about this part. Any questions? Any questions so far? All right. Okay, you get my point. So this is what this is about. That question 16. Okay. So this question 16. Now you come to another one. 17, you have tried it in the class at those class practice, right? In the past exercise, so we'll just skip that. Now, for that one, it is the calculations part. 仲記唔記得啊？呢啲有冇印象啊？呢條呢個做過㗎，知唔知啊？嗱，咁 so that 2 questions you have done that. So I'll just skip that. I'll go home and try to have a try on that. So we would only have got about half an hour left. So my focus is to do some questions like this. So we call it essay type questions. For example, number 20, number 21. Can you find that? So, and also one more questions I would like to talk to you is on question 28. Now, question 28. What I mean is this one. Okay, question 28. So that 3 questions, what we call that collectively, we call that an essay type question. Okay, essay type questions. So normally essay is also commonly found in our chemistry exam. Okay, so I would like to give you a new page on that. So essay type questions. Now chemistry essay. So what does mean by chemistry essay? It is first of all in the there is an asterisk. So this is a star, which means a star before the question number. Now very often that you may find that in the public exam you may find this essay type questions. This one, the essay type question is to allow you to write or to present the ideas of chemistry in a paragraph length answers. Okay, so remember you are going to present the ideas of chemistry in paragraphs. So what is that? Normally it ranges from 4 to 6 marks, including 1 mark of effective communication. Okay, so commonly found common topics in your Form 4 chemistry for half exam, I can suggest some common topic here. So and metals, acid and alkalis. Okay, Mr. Chin, you did not say anything. Yes, that's right. So then there are 2 common topics found in Form 4 chemistry half exam, especially acid and alkalis. So this is what I would like to remind all of you, especially this one. Okay, acid and alkalis. This is the more commonly seen. Why? You may think of for example, compare the strength. For example,我唔係話一定考啊。For example, compare the strength of acids and alkalis by doing experiments. and what else? Preparation of salts. Okay, in your Harvard exam. So that two they are commonly found. And also you may have got something like what they mean is qualitative analysis. Okay, for example, distinguish or between several compounds, for example, or several substances. So the way is by doing some chemical tests. While for metals, it will give you some topic, just like compare rusting of iron versus corrosion of aluminium, for example. Design an experiment to show the essential factors for rusting to occur, something like this. Okay, you got my point. So if and also you may think of some I just highlight with you some of the common topics. Can you generalize the chemistry essays? What are the common way of testing those chemistry essays? Well, first of all, you may find many of them they are on experiment based. Can you see that? Experiment based. That means you are going to design an experiment. You may give me observations, and you may give me analysis. Now, conclusion. Now, second is what? Theory based. What is mean by theory based? For example, you talk about rusting of iron, corrosion of aluminium. Now, you are going to present your chemistry concepts. Okay, and also sometimes they will lead to some comparison, or you are going to apply the concepts of their tests. Okay, can you get my point? So what I want to tell you is the characteristics of the chemistry essays. Is that clear? Can you get the whole point? So you may capture the screen again and keep it for further reference. Now, I would like to pick up some extra type questions here, and we try to present the ideas and try to see if that is what we have talked about. Can you get my point? Now, to start with, the first one, something as an easy start. The first one, question 20. Explain with the aid of a chemical equation why ammonia is regarded as weak acid. Suggest how we will show that ammonia is a weaker alkali than NaOH through an experiment. 2015 DSC past paper. So how you get approach to the problem? First of all, you are going to take a look on that question very clearly. Why ammonia? Take a look. Why ammonia is gathered with acid? So use the chemical reaction. Point number one. Can you get my point? So how many marks? First of all, it ranges about 5 to 6 marks questions. So you may predict what will happen. How many points are there? -1 mark of effective communication here comes 4 to 5 marks, right? Can you get my point? So this is the first one. And weaker alkaline through experiments, such as how? So it is something about experiments and observations. In case it is 1 mark, 1 mark. So what is the missing mark in order to score, for example, 5 marks? 你估下仲有啲咩分喺邊 ？Explanation or analysis? You mean? Is it? And 做冇啊？你覺得做咩可能性啊？可能會問嗰第四分係咩？你估下？ Now, because you are going to have a comparison, right? Compare the two. So, point number 5, you are going to think of it based on the comparison. This is my clue to all of you.
有冇嗰啲咩 pH meter 嗰啲算唔算 comparison 又唔算咁，即係唔算 experiment。
Experiments. Now you people start to think of the method, okay? Methodology. Methodology should be covered, right? As an experiment. Yeah, you use pH meter, pH paper, testing the electrical conductivity, etc. Right? All those they are possible. Now, what if you come up to this? What you may get is to think of this topic. Now, take a look on this topic. It is it should be unit 15, is it? Unit 15. Now take a look. 15 first. Unit 15. You may think of something like this: strength of accent and alkali, right? So among them, you may find out this one, right? And this is the possible approaches in order to get to know the experiment design, right? You may think of pH, you may think of electrical conductivity, you may think of a relative rate of reaction with magnesium, etc. Right? Okay, you get my point. So go back to the original questions, right? And it will tell you that you are going to have a comparison, right? What I want to tell you is on acid, right? How about alkali? Think about it. 你明我講咩？你 alkali 其實 you are going to do something similar. But what's next? What's the 5th point? 你有冇發覺做 comparison 一定要做啲咩嘅？有冇留意到？有嘢冇講嘅？咩嘅？嗱，take a look.
molarity 一樣咯。
Yes, molarity should be the same. Why?
Molarity and volume.
Why is it necessary to have a molarity of acid the same for comparison? Why? Is it necessary? The answer is yes. Why? Why do we need to keep the 2 concentration of the acid the same for comparison? Why? 2 words can answer.
因為佢即係 molarity 高啲，咁個 concentration of hydrogen ion 好多嘅，所以個 pH 就會唔係因為 OH ion 好多咧，所以 pH 就會高咗。
So two words can tell somebody you may know. Yes, that's right. Ronald, good job. Fair test. Can you get my point? Fair test is the key. So we apply the concept of acid, and you may get to know what is that, right? You may apply it into alkaline. 我就係俾咗個 acid 嚟啫嘛，你咪諗翻 alkaline 有冇類似嘅嘢咯。So firstly, how about 4 to 5 points? You can tell the whole thing. Get 唔 get 啊？大概應該4到5分啦。你睇下如果佢 essay 5到6分嗰陣時，咁你就翻轉頭諗啦，應該咧就需要做啲咩咧？而家就要寫咯。嗱，我哋做呢個做例子啦。嗱 ，first, what is the first point？ 首先講咗咯，第一點係講咩？
Using a chemical equation, explain why an NH3 is a weak.
Yeah. So ammonia is dissolved in water. What will happen? It ionizes. It ionizes to form what? Ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. So it is said to be alkaline. Now, first of all, define it as alkaline first. Alkaline is an adjective, right? 呢個 adjective 嚟㗎嘛，所以如果你想講 alkaline 咧， 咪 alkali 咯。但係仲有一隻字前面有個 adjective 嘅 weak， 有冇留意到 ？So how you get present the answer weak alkaline as the degree of ionization is very slight. Okay. So what is the hidden message? The ammonia is a weak alkaline. So what is the equation? 頭先講咗咯喎 ，ammonia plus water to form ammonium ion and hydroxide ion. Now the key should be on this side. 咦？我睇唔到。The idea should be on this. 唉 ，hello。移高少少，走佢先。好，得啦，明唔明？咁所以咧，你要起碼你知道係嗰、個、reversible sign 其實係今次你個重點啦。咁呢度攞咗1分嘅咯。好，咁講個實驗咯，實驗點寫？To compare the strength of ammonia and sodium hydroxide solution, what should we do? What should we do? Any suggestions? 係咯 ，What should we do? 任何我都聽點樣做？點樣試啊？例如啊，試 electrical conductivity 得唔得㗎 ？OK， 咁你諗到個 set up 係點啊？你可以咧畫圖得唔得㗎？可以啊，亦都可以我講緊 question can be compared by testing their electrical conductivity. OK， 可唔可以？咁但係咧 ，to start with， molarity of ammonia and sodium hydroxide should be kept constant， 係咪 ？For example， standardize， 你可以直接寫話大家都1個 molar 都得㗎嘛 ？OK， O 唔 OK 先呢度？咁呢個就起碼呢度攞咗1分先啦。咁嗰個 set up 係點咧？你腦入邊諗到個 set up 係點？如果我要做呢個測試，係有盞有個類似嘅咩咯？點解？ 譬如話係有個 DC power supply 啊，跟住就房啦，有燈膽啦，係咪？跟住點啊？Okay, so you are going to think of it something like this. Okay, the setup will be this. So what is the expected observation? What is it? What is expected observation?
Sodium hydroxide solution would give a higher N meter reading than the ammonia.
The color the
light bulb
the brightness of light bulb. Take a look on that.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was the N. Sorry.
因為話 NH3 嗰個 light bulb 會癲嚟啲咯。
As the brightness of the light bulb is for the setup using 1 molar NaOH is brighter, is higher, okay, than that using 1 molar ammonia. So this is very important, right? This is one of the results, okay? So as experienced by the brightness of the light bulb. So you may get to know the fair test, okay? Suggest how 有冇講話解釋咧？有冇講話要解釋咧？望下條題目。Explain with the aid of the chemical. Suggest how you will show that ammonia is weaker alkaline than NaOH through experiment. 咁呢度咧大概我頭先講5分啊嘛，呢度做唔做到5分咧？你望翻本身嗰個題目啦，做唔做到5分嚟講？1分。2分，實驗設計3分、4分，咁應該攞到5分到嘅，已經 already 攞到5分㗎啦。咁但係如果真係但係如果佢真係要做埋 explanation 啦，做埋 explanation 啦，你會點寫？如果 explanation 識唔識寫呢個？
就係話 NH3 嗰啲 mobile ion 少啲啊。係
啦，要講翻嗰啲咯喎。咁 explanation 啦，如果真係要 explanation，嗱要睇清楚係5分到6分啦。6分咧，如果條 acid 6分咧，你就要加 explanation 嘅啦。OK，NaOH is a strong alkaline。嗱，你唔好咁快即刻講mobile ion嚇，你要好長氣嘅講埋呢啲嘅。NaOH is a strong alkaline，跟住點啊 ？NaOH fully dissociates in water to form what? Na plus and hydroxide ions, while ammonia is a weak alkaline which slightly ionizes to form 頭先講咗嗰啲啦 ，ammonium and hydroxide ions。跟住下一句係咩啊 ？As the concentration of mobile ion 呢個重點啦 ，in NaOH is higher than that in ammonia。跟住點啊 ？So NaOH has a higher electrical conductivity。好，搞掂收工，明唔明？明唔明呢度發生咩事？好唔好啊？呢度？咁所以咧，你睇清楚佢係究竟係5分定6分啊？如果要埋第6分咧，可能係呢個啦，呢個要埋啦。得咪先 ？Get 到未？哇！黐線好多嘢抄今日，係嘛？電話嗱掂咗啦，我哋下一條咯，又嚟咯喎，係咪好爽啊？ 好，
咁
下一條咧係
我想問下佢 effective communication 嗰度點樣計嘅？
通訊咪1分咯，一個
即係呢一
通訊咧，即係唔係嗱？有人話英文問題唔係㗎，如果改卷咧嗱，英文問題影響一個 chemistry concepts 嘅話咧，我都係會扣分嘅，即係個1分就唔俾你。簡單地嚟講，如果5分嘅話咧，5分 essay 嘅話，應該你要攞到3至4分嘅 points 咧，個1分通常都會俾㗎啦，係嘛？如果6分嘅話咧，就係、去到第4、第5個 point 咧都有分咧，我就個1分都會俾，除非你入邊咧你寫埋啲嘢係9唔搭8㗎，前後矛盾啦，可能你攞到好多分都係冇分嘅，明唔明啊？咁呢個係你要留意嘅地方啦。
OK 好唔該。
嗱，好，跟住第21，你乜上次我做 lab 咧，係咪逼你要寫呢個㗎 ？Outline the steps in preparing zinc nitrate from zinc carbonate in the additional chemical reagents that are required, but you need not mention the apparatus involved。呢啲咧又係啦，5分嘅，知唔知點寫？由zinc nitrate到整zinc carbonate，zinc nitrate到整zinc carbonate，咁應該點寫？zinc nitrate zinc carbonate 整zinc nitrate啊？咦？未啊？我啱啱查快啲，而家影相快啲，見唔見到？影相啦，我俾10秒你啦，10、9、8、7、6、5、4、3、2、1，好嚟咯喎！影咗未？掂啦 ，good。因為我見有人話未影咗，而家即刻俾你哋啦。好嚟啦，呢條咁點玩？呢條做過啦，係咪啊？做過啦，應該點寫啊？有冇人答到我？點整啊？zinc carbonate 寫翻 equation 先啦，自己諗一次。最主要條 equation 係點啊？zinc carbonate 加乜嘢變zinc nitrate啊？係嘛？記唔記得啊？zinc carbonate 變zinc nitrate，咁嘅係 nitrate 冇 nitrate，咁即係 nitric acid 啦，係嘛？明唔明？get 唔 get 我諗嘅啲咩？即係你話做呢題目嗰陣時咧，其實就即係要心水幾清嘅，你係要知道，即係佢即係又係嗰啲咩爸爸一半媽媽一半嘅問題啦，係咪？跟住就變咩啊？carbon dioxide 加水。咁你如果寫翻 stick symbol 之後，其實係提緊你少少嘢嘅。原來個方法咧係要點咧？留意下呢個 solid， 見唔見到 solid 啊？咁即係其實咧第一樣嘢你要做啲咩？第一步就你要確保 purity 啊嘛，係咪 ？First of all, add what? Add excess zinc carbonate into dilute nitric acid。當然有同學話我點知 excess 啊？你可以唔咁寫嘅，你會點寫 ？Add zinc carbonate into dilute nitric acid until what? No
until 冇
effervescence。
bubble 啊，係咪啊？
係啦 ，no effervescence how to spell? EFFERVESCENCE，記唔記得？跟住第二句 and what? Filter off the solution mixture, OK? To obtain 你想要乜先 ？Filtrate residue。filtrate 啊，因為 filtrate 咧就係我哋所講嘅zinc nitrate啦，見唔見到？佢要攞zinc nitrate嘛 ？OK， then 跟住點啊 ？Heat the solution, heat the filtrate until the solution is 咁點啊 ？Becomes concentrated， 跟住 set the solution aside and 你想整咩？zinc nitrate solid 嚟㗎啦，呢個係咪？咁你就要放喺 變翻做固體嘛 ，set the solution aside at room temperature， 跟住點啊 ？To cool at too slowly at room temperature。好，跟住下一步，跟住做咩？crystals or then formed。最後攞 crystal。
將個 crystal 擺喺兩張 filter paper 中間，又係嗰個
filter solution mixture again. This time to obtain what? Crystal。跟住啲 crystal 驚有污糟嘢嘛，咁要做咩啊 ？Wash the crystal with what？ 呢個重點字眼啊 ，cold little distilled water， 跟住後 drying， 點樣 dry 啊？係咪？明唔明？好，做完耶！見唔見到呢度有幾多分啊？咪就嗰4分咯，飛晒到咯。明唔明啊？見唔見到我4細段就已經有4分？哇，幾爽！啱唔啱先？咦，咁中間我使唔使寫嗰啲咩畫翻個步驟啊，畫翻 filtration 啊咁樣啊？佢話唔使喎 ，but you need not mention the apparatus use 係咪啊？唔使啊，所以咧佢呢個 focus 咧就係個過程，得唔得？明唔明啊？佢就 focus 喺個過程嗰個流程上面點做。但係當然啦，你睇下每一個步驟都係花好多時間，真實上邊。咁但係咧喺隻 essay 咧，佢就咁即 highlight 咗啦，最緊要嘅關鍵嘅位已經做咗啦，明唔明啊？get 唔 get 到先 ？cap 圖喎，10秒 cap 圖。cap 完啦，我哋 good。最尾一條咯喎，最尾一條咧就去翻第28。因為其餘嗰啲題目咧全部做過晒㗎啦，即係題型係做過晒，呢啲題型未做過。28，嗱勁嘢啦。Three unlabeled reagent bottles each contains one of the white solid listed below. Outline how 簡單啲嘅字 ，outline how 即係用實驗嘅方法啦。I will carry out tests to distinguish these three solids. Distinguish 嘅意思係解分辨，分辨啊辨別，就唔係即係分辨就唔係解緊。辨認，你一定要知道佢係乜，唔係嘅。distinguish 嘅話，你要用一個測試方法同其他做到區分，咁就叫 distinguish 㗎啦。即係話咧，我唔需要逐隻 salt 就走嚟試，入邊一定係升 ion， 入邊係收非 ion 仔嘅，明唔明我講乜？咁喺呢一度咧，點樣揾啊？升受肥 magnesium sulfate 同埋一個叫 magnesium sulfate salt， 呢三隻點分咧？嗱，似乎咧你就要諗緊咧一樣嘢啦，咦？magnesium sulfate 呢個咧就叫 magnesium sulfate， 又叫 magnesium sulfate 喎。不過咧就 7 water， 但係咧全部都係 white solid 嘅。get 唔 get 嗱？成個問題就問緊呢樣嘢。咁即係3隻咧都係白色粉，係嘛？但係一個含水鹽，一個就係脫水鹽。即係話咧，呢一個係一個 anhydrous salt 啦，而呢度咧就係 hydrated salt。嗱，如果做 distinguish 嘅話咧，我真係係咩？我其實 odd one out 咪得咯，係咪啊？點樣 odd one out 法咧？而家望緊呢3個，你點 odd one out 啊？你可以細咗升 ion 呢兩個係咪啊？呢兩個係一組嚟嘅，但係咧同時間啊，如果就咁睇第二個角度啊。呢嚿同埋呢嚿咧，咦？點解會咁嘅？如果就咁睇咧，呢兩嚿咧又有分別嘅喎。呢嚿應該唔理做乜事啊？哦，我知啦。 嗱，呢兩嚿係一組啦，但係呢兩組咧又有啲分別咧，就係有水同埋冇水嘅，係咪啊？即係嗰個鹽入邊。嗱，所以咧你可以喺呢度，你會點樣做啊？呢個呢個 test 你會點做？第一步一定要攞嗰1分，係咪啊？嗰1分係咩啊？Dissolve
NaOH
係啦，要用咗落水先啦 ，NaOH 你未用落水，唔好咁快住，一定要用落水先。明唔明啊？你唔 form solution， 你做咩做 PPT 咧？3隻嘅 salts 整咗個 solution 先。好，第二步你漸加咩話？頭先我聽到你話加咩啊
NaOH solution
？and
dilute
add 咩先 ？add dilute sodium hydroxide solution into the 3 samples separately。嗱，我哋會成日用呢啲字嘅分別地咁樣啦，即係懶啊嘛，你唔需要寫3字嘛，你話 add NaOH to test tube 1 test tube 2 test tube 3咁樣嘥時間啦，係咪？跟住點啊？咁你仲要係 dropwise until in excess。嗱，呢個重點嚟嘅。跟住有咩 observation 啊？ All 3 samples 一開始會點啊 ？Form white precipitate when NaOH is added dropwise， 但係會點啊
Zinc 會 redissolve 咯。
邊個會 redissolve？
Zinc will redissolve when the zinc sulfate will redissolve when NaOH excess
So how many
NaOH
combinations will they have? How many combinations? 1 tube or 2 tubes? Just one of them, right? It's for zinc, right? That's the
係啊，the
one
zinc 會
which
redissolve 咯。
in which the white precipitate redissolves in excess。嗱，呢啲即係公開呢啲 technical term 一定要寫翻晒。Is what is that? Zinc sulfate。OK， 你要咁樣改。另外啲 observation 係咩啊 ？While the other two what happen？ But for the other two what happened to the other two？ 個 observation 係點㗎？
冇分別咯，就係 PPT 咯。
No visible changes. What is mean by that? The white PPT remains. 繼續都係有嘅，係咪 ？In excess, alkaline. Can you get my point? Okay. For the two remaining samples， 跟住點啊？你會做啲咩啊？用咗落水嘅喎，點算啊？嗱，咁你可以咧，你要記住咧，如果你咁樣寫法咧，你呢度前面就戴個頭盔俾自己啦。前面加啲咩咧？好似死啦，賴咗嘢啦，你咪寫 sum of the 咯 ，sum of the 3 solid。咁剩翻咧 for the remaining samples， 跟住點咧？就固體玩固體，就 heat the 2 solids separately。OK， 跟住點啊 ？Test any gas form by placing a piece of 想試水氣，用咩 paper？
Cobalt to cola。
係 cobalt to， 要記住寫 dry 喎。OK。係嘛 ？The one which turns the paper from 咩 to 咩
但係呢個其實
記得咗啦，
科
咁長
包
條 K 啊，唔該。Is what that is a hydrated salt。喂，真係問翻晒㗎。While the one with without any observable change is magnesium. Is what? Magnesium sulfate. It is anhydrous salt. Can you get my point? 即係原來咧呢度4分係咁俾嘅。咁當然啦，有同學話阿 Sir， 你咁樣寫，我驚我自己啲英文寫唔好嘅喎。咁我不如一開始將3隻 short 加咗2先，就 opt one out 咗個 magnesium sulfate separate water。明唔明啊？有啲人咁諗㗎嘛？我就篩咗最右手邊呢隻先，跟住剩翻呢2隻咧，我展開 solution 就加減，得唔得？得唔得？其實都得嘅喎。咁重點係咩咧？你就係要區分到我哋用緊咁 total 咧，你都係用緊幾多個測試就可以分到落去2個咋？嗱，通常都係㗎，3隻 chemical 就用2個測試方法就可以 distinguish 㗎啦。如果4隻嘅話，俾4隻咁你要寫嗰個 test 就3隻啦，明唔明？5隻索咧就要用4隻啦，通常係嘅。咁當然啦，有陣時好萬能 key 嘅，可能一個 testing agent 試晒3個唔同嘅 observation， 咁有冇咁嘅可能性咧？答案係有嘅。咁但係咧譬如呢啲嘅話咧，就至少最應該咁講啦，最啱好令到你分得開咧，就係咁多隻 sample 減1，咁多個測試方法就係咁 OK。如果你揾到一個方法，一次過做個 test 3個都有唔同 observation， 咁你就最叻仔啦。好，有冇嘢問 ？cap 圖咯。好，你今日嘅重點就係我哋做咗好多即係一啲essay 嘅題目啊，感覺如何啊 ？essay 你覺得好唔好寫啊？都唔好寫啊？其實都幾考即係職場嘅發揮喎，有冇發覺啊？嗱咁，但係又話係咪考職場發？又好似唔係，因為好多時係考原來所有嘢都係同 concept 有關。嗱書咧未必係有一版俾你背嘅，嗱譬如呢啲咁樣書入邊每一版俾你背，咁你就要靠咩咧？如果你話做多啲識做嘅話，首先係要咩？你記唔記得我上次要你整個 note 細面有羅列晒所有嘅 cat-line and n-line 嘅 test 啊，你明唔明啊？嗱，跟住做啲咩咧？好似百子櫃咁啦。今次人哋出咩招，你就喺呢堆嘢入邊揾呢啲資料俾我啦。明唔明？好唔好玩啊？嗱，一次過我哋做晒咧，我哋做即係一啲即係常見嘅題目嘅內容啦。嗱，之前 past practice 咧好多都係，同埋你啲 quiz 咧你都見過係呢啲嘢，但係呢隻咧就少見嘅，係咪啊？呢隻少見嘅，嗱係時候 prep 下喎，得唔得？仲有冇其他嘢問？嗱，如果有問題咧，就可以 WhatsApp 問我啦 ，OK？ 咁下個禮拜1咧翻嚟啦，9點鐘翻嚟好嗎？9點鐘翻嚟學校。咁我做到12點，我想你哋跟下 half exam 嘅所有嘅題目，同埋即係其實仲同你做 half practice 咯，同埋假下卷，好唔 OK？咁之後嘅另外下個禮拜咧，應該仲有2堂 Zoom 噶嘛。咁我咧就會一堂就會同大家跟 metal 嘅題目，另外一堂咧就同你哋跟翻bonding 嘅題目啦。咁就啱啱好就要考試噶啦。OK？ OK 係嘛？嗱咁咧就 cap 晒到未？嗱呢幾課都好緊要啊。咁啊，we just stop it here and see you guys in next Monday。拜拜。